Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents, for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for supporting my future. Justin Moore.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents, for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for supporting my future. Justin Moore.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents, for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for supporting my future. Justin Moore.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for supporting my future. Justin Moore.
Hey Tiger fans, welcome to Tiger Vision tonight. We got some high school wrestling for you. It's got a triangular between your Carroll High Tigers, the Perry Blue Jays, and St. Edmunds. The first duel tonight already was Perry versus St. Ed's. You had the video feed of that, but that had Perry winning 72-3 over St. Edmunds. Carroll High will be wrestling Perry here upcoming shortly. We're going to start out with, I believe, 5 JV matches on the night. We'll announce those as they come out. But your Carroll Tigers are coached by head coach Eric Noggle. Assistant coaches are Keith Weber, Marty Vanderheiden, Taylor Berger, Dan Drake, and Bill Gross. Carroll so far this year is 6-3 in duels. Their most recent one was streamed here live last week against Boone, where they won 63-17. They defeated Denison Schleswig 72-3 and defeated East Sac 57-20.
Yeah, Carroll was in the Ogden duels last Saturday. They won 3 duels and lost 2. Wrestled reasonably well. They were without a couple of guys. We got a JV match here getting going pretty quick. Somebody must have forgot something.
Looks like we'll be in the 145-pound range here with Will Miners for Carroll. We'll hear shortly here who the Perry opponent is.
Okay, Funes from Perry in on a little shot. Miners wards him off, pushes him away. Going back to the center of the mat. Both of them fighting for inside position here. Brian Funes, junior from Perry, makes a deep shot, and he's in on Miners' legs. That's takedown, 2 points. Funes putting a lot of pressure on. Miners back to his base. Doing a pretty good job trying to get up, but nice tight waist and arm chop by Funes puts him back. Funes going to a 2-on-1. Trying to break Miners back down. Miners has a good wide base, but onto his belly. A 1-on-1 on both wrists. Looks like he's trying for a hammer lock. More and more common these days. You see a lot of hammer locks. And now he's going back to a chicken wing, Funes is. Miners doing a good job trying to hold him off, but needs to get to work. I think Miners just got warned for stalling on the bottom. You got to get his knees back. You got to get his knees back underneath him, but he's in a deep hammer lock. He's getting bulldozed over. We got a half Nelson by Funes. If you've never been in that, this is really hard to get out of. Funes driving on the head. He just can't get deep enough with his chest to take Miners to his back. It's a drop off a little bit. There he is sinking back, and it looks like he's got him on his back. There's 10 seconds left in the first period. Miners fighting it. And he gets pinned with 1 second left in the first period. Okay, so the winner of that one by pin in 159, Brian Funes from Perry. Okay, so we got a JV match here. Camden Robinson, sophomore from Carroll, and
I believe it's Jeb Stewart.
And we think it's Jeb Stewart from Perry.
Both would be sophomores if that's Jeb Stewart.
That hasn't come up yet. If that is Stewart, he's wrestled a little bit of varsity for Perry this year. Okay, nice shot though by Robinson. In deep, doesn't quite have it yet. Now he's behind. He's got to get some weight onto Stewart's hands or down to the mat. There's a takedown by Camden Robinson. He's a little bit high right now, trying to work back behind the hips. Stewart's going to come out the back door here, it looks like, for a reversal. And there's a 2-point reversal. Yeah, we have Jeb Stewart here from track wrestling with a 5-1 varsity record this year. So he's been doing a nice job on the varsity for Perry.
Camden wrestled the last duel at the varsity level for the Tigers as well.
Yeah, at this time of year, you're finding a lot of teams, guys going down a weight.
Yeah.
So Carroll's shifted down a weight at a couple places. Perry's also shifted down weights at a couple of places. So we have two guys that have varsity experience going at it here at the JV.
Just 15 seconds left in the first period, still 2-2, locked up.
And a nice ride here going by Stewart. Got the forearm tied up. Okay, Perry wrestler deferred the toss, which you can do at the beginning of the second period, and Carroll's Robinson took neutral.
Usually if you're picking neutral, you feel pretty good on your shots here, so we'll see if Camden can get into the legs again or not.
Yeah, he did get the initial takedown. Although Stewart got the reversal and rode Robinson out the rest of the period, so.
Probably why he didn't want to pick bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to go on the bottom if you've been on the bottom for a minute and a half. So, for those of you who don't follow a lot of wrestling on the bottom is a lot of work. A lot of pressure on you. You're lifting two body weights all the time, and it'll tire you out. Both guys here, there's a warning on Robinson for stalling, but he's in on a shot. He left an arm up. He's going for a little fireman's carry.
Yeah, I was going to say, almost got to step over.
And he may get this. He's got over the leg. What he has to do is pull his head out of there. Oh, and this is two for the Perry wrestler. I'm not exactly sure how, but the referee just awarded him 2 points.
So if he gets his head out, it'll be a reversal, evidently.
Yeah, this will be a reversal instead of a takedown, but the referee must have thought that Stewart was exposing Robinson's back to the mat, so that's why he gave him the points.
And if Camden can't get his head out, he's proven the official correct.
Yeah, they're tangled up in the legs. Stewart gets his leg out, he'll get into a solid ride here.
And it's
right, and that's the end of the period.
Yep. So we'll head into the final period here, the JV match, 2-4.
Yeah, Robinson just got his arm hung up there. Even if he was going for a fireman's carry, he needed to bring his arm down a lot quicker. And Stewart managed to catch it and get the takedown.
Yeah, it looked like the fireman's carry is what he was after.
Okay, so now Robinson's needing some back points here to tie it up. He's going for a one-on-one on the wrist, trying to maybe get a two-on-one. Stewart's got a really wide base. Camden's way high now, way high, and got dumped over for the reversal.
Reversal by Stewart. 2 more, so that makes it 6-2. Jeb Stewart leading Camden Robinson.
This is where Stewart in the first period showed how tough he was riding. He's blanketing Robinson pretty good. He's using his legs, a lot of driving with the hips, keeping Robinson on his chest, weight going forward so he can't get his knees underneath him. So far, Stewart hasn't had much success in pinning combinations, but looks like he's trying to do what's called a tilt here. Tie Robinson's arm underneath and then try to tip him onto his hip to expose his back for near fall points. But again, Robinson doing a good job on the bottom. Here comes a little cross-face cradle, though, by Stewart. He's got it locked up. You don't know which way he's going to try to go with it. He can either take him backwards or roll him through.
Camden's hanging tough on the bottom, but he needs some points, so we're kind of in trouble here.
Yeah, when you're down 4, sitting in a cradle isn't going to score you a lot of points.
Nope.
But then again, Stewart trying to take him to the side. Robinson's got his arm through. He may go, and he ends up on his back. That was a nice job by Stewart to scramble out of that one.
Good attempt at a bridge to pop his hips over the top. Yeah, that could have made it really interesting.
Boy, and you can tell Stewart's been on the mat a while. Every time Robinson tried to get over, Stewart had a little counter for it with his own hips.
Yep. So the final there was 9-2. Jeb Stewart defeating Camden Robinson. Up next will be JV 170-pound match. Carroll High was bringing Cade Shable out there, and I haven't heard the Perry wrestler announced yet.
Jason Zapata.
Jason Zapata from Perry. He's a junior. Cade Shable.
Ooh, Shable right off the bat
double.
in on a deep double. Looks like he's trying to chop that arm in to break Zapata down to the mat. Zapata in a sit out.
He's keeping him tight. Going to try to sit him back, but
trying to pull him back. Yeah. A little more experience from Shable might have done it on there. He just not quite sure as a first-year wrestler. Not quite sure of himself yet, I don't think.
Yep, just a sophomore.
But boy, that was nice to see him be aggressive right off the bat. Shable still riding tough, trying to stay behind the hips. Zapata just basically staying on his base, not making a lot of moves. There's a little sit out. Shable kind of sitting in the middle of that sit out and not effective to get Zapata broken down. It's a stand up and an escape by Zapata makes it 2-1.
Got 35 seconds left here in the first period. Shable leading 2-1.
This is why you don't leave it. Because when someone gets hurt.
Both guys just trying to figure out what the other guy's doing, I think. There's another shot by Shable. He's in fairly deep, and he should get the 2 there.
Got it, just okay. On the edge there.
Now it looked like there both wrestlers were off the mat, but Shable's feet were still in, and that's why that was a 2-point takedown. So now Shable has to ride him out for 15 seconds to end the first period.
Don't know if that was necessarily on purpose, but Shable did get both of his feet in right along the edge there.
Yeah, right on the
As
edge.
the Perry wrestler is trying to get off the mat.
One thing about Perry, they've got good numbers this year. They do have a number of inexperienced kids, but they've got good numbers, and they're always well coached. They have 3 or 4 really, really good wrestlers, and then they can fill most of the weights, although they are a little short-handed tonight when they get to the varsity.
It looks like Shable will ride him out here to the end, so he'll take a 4-1 lead going to the second period.
Okay, it'll be interesting to see now what the Perry wrestler wants to do. He's going to defer, and Shable, after getting 2 takedowns in the first period, wants to go on his feet again.
Not a bad choice from what we've seen.
Hey, when it's working, it's working. Shable trying to clear the arms there. Zepeda doing a nice job.
Yeah, you can tell Zepeda he's a little more leery of getting that double shot. Oop.
Nope, that was a little partial duck under, and
he's behind him.
Getting the takedown by Shable.
So that's 2 more for Shable, currently ahead 6-1. Minute 30 left in the second period.
Shable's working up, trying to get the wrists, which is what he should be doing right now. Not maybe using his legs as much as he needs to, but he's driving a little bit. He's got Zepeda broken down flat. He's trying to tie up something up on top, but Zepeda's doing a really good job keeping his wrists free. Shable losing his base a little bit there, but he's working up. Got to take him back to the mat.
Yeah, you can tell Shable's trying to make a conscious effort to keeping that weight up on his shoulders, making him lift his whole body up if he's going to try to get out.
Yeah, he probably should back off a little bit and control the hips to break him down. Zepeda's got a really good base going for him, though. He just can't score from there. There's another little sit-out. That's what Zepeda went into a stand-up and got an escape out of the last one, but they're right on the edge of the mat.
30 seconds remaining.
Shable not quite sure on what we usually call sucking him back on that sit-out. Not quite sure what to do yet, but he's riding tough.
He's riding really tough. Just can't quite get him broken down to throw a half or anything.
Yeah, you don't want to get too crazy with pinning combinations until you have him broken down.
Yeah. And he's doing a nice job, too. You can't really see from this angle, but he's really driving that back leg right into the back of Zepeda there, keeping him anytime he tries to get up.
Okay.
So we'll head to the third period with Shable leading 6-1.
Did Perry just took neutral? He must have. I don't know about second guessing, but he's been taken down 3 times. He must feel he doesn't. I'm sure the Perry wrestler doesn't want to take down because he's been ridden.
And he's down 6-1, so probably didn't want to take top.
So and you can see maybe the Perry wrestler's got a little throw that when you're down 6-1, a little throw could be a 5-point move. Shable's got to keep his elbows in and watch for that throw. Best way to beat that is to shoot first.
Which he had up till this point.
Shable again with that little duck under. And you can see he's got him on his back there for 2, and his knees were still in. He might get 2-point near fall out of this.
I don't think he's
he waved him off.
Yeah.
That was really close for a 2-point near fall, but he did get a takedown out of the deal. Didn't he?
Yeah.
He scored the 2.
Shable should be on top here. And Coach Noggles instructed to let him up.
Just let him
So
go.
they're going to go neutral.
Yeah, all he has to do is just tell the official he's going to let him go. It's called an intentional release. He can either go to the optional start, or in this case, he can just tell the official, I'm going to let him up anyway. So there's a point.
Yep, that gives Jason Zepeda a point, which makes it 8-2, Shable leading.
Shable trying that little duck again.
Hey, if you find something that works.
Zepeda trying to hold him off with his right elbow. He's blocking Shable off a little bit, but Shable's been able to pass that elbow up and get into the leg now 4 times.
We got a minute remaining here.
There's another shot.
Ooh, just had to get that head up.
Yep. Left his hips hanging. Coach Noggle over there saying, hey, get your hips underneath you.
Nice thing is you can see Schabel's still pushing the pace, too. He's not sitting back. And
yeah, you can say what you want about the Carroll wrestling team, but they are in shape for right now.
Yep.
Schabel trying to get behind him. Zepeda in on the leg. Schabel needs to sprawl a little bit and not get greedy.
Yeah, it looks like he's kicking back there.
What he does not want to do is step his legs back in. There, he did a nice job stuffing the head and spinning behind for another takedown.
Just under 30 seconds left in the third period. 10-2, Schabel leading now.
Okay, again, the sit out by Zepeda. There's the throw. Here comes the throw. He's got a throw, and he tried it, but it didn't do any good. Oh, man.
There's only about 5 seconds remaining there.
Yeah, well, you could see exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the third period, that Zepeda has a little throw. He just couldn't get it on Schabel. Score 10-2.
Yes, 10-2. Schabel, I don't think they gave him.
No, I don't think there was anything there at the end. I don't think there was a loss of control or anything.
Nope. It's a nice job by Kate Schabel, winning 10-2 over Jason Zepeda.
Okay, and now we got some big guys going out there.
Yeah, speed. I think we've got Tyson Bordnaro here for the Tigers. And we'll see what we have. Sebastian Hernandez from Perry, who's a freshman. And Tyson Bordnaro, Carroll, is a sophomore.
Now, Perry has 8 guys listed on their roster from 195 on up, including 5 guys at 220. So they got a lot of bodies in the upper weights. Bordnaro on a little push gets a takedown.
Oh. looks like Bordnaro might have a little bit of size advantage here.
Yeah, Bordnaro's a little heavier. But you got to watch out for, there was the attempt at an outside roll by Hernandez. Bordnaro riding a little bit high right now. He's got to be careful. The bigger you are, the more susceptible you are to being rolled over to your back. Although Bordnaro here is smothering him now, trying to get the 2-on-1. He's got back on the ankle, going to try to drive him to his, trying to drive Hernandez over. Kind of floating along there. Bordnaro's got to take him to the mat, which he does. Nice little back heel trip. I don't know if you noticed that. As soon as Hernandez hit the mat, Bordnaro did exactly what he should be doing, ripping up to get one of those wrists. The easiest time to pick up a wrist is when the wrestler hits the mat for the first time. So Bordnaro doing a good job on that. Staying behind. I think he's going for a hammer lock here. That must be the move of the week here, or the move of the month, I guess, for Carroll.
He's gonna,
and he's got him.
Ooh,
he's got him on his back. However,
close.
Boy,
close.
I'm not sure what the supporting points were there, because right now in wrestling, you can pin a wrestler as long as 2 supporting points are in. And
it looked like
that's
both
2 by anybody, and it looked like Hernandez's supporting points were all in.
And Bordnaro's feet were definitely in.
It also could be because right on the edge of the mat, he could have driven him off possibly to the floor, so it's safety first.
And that'll do it for the first period. Bordnaro leading 2-0 over Sebastian Hernandez. Bordnaro defers.
And neutral.
Neutral for Hernandez.
So we'll see. A lot of times if you see one big guy from a school try a throw, you see all the big guys from a school try a throw, and we'll see if Hernandez has a little throw he's going to try to work into.
And similar to the last match, Hernandez obviously didn't feel comfortable on the bottom after getting ridden out for.
Okay, snap down there by Bordenaro into a takedown. If you see Bordenaro's really working the leg hard, he's sweeping Hernandez's leg out, which keeps Hernandez on his belly. He keeps sweeping that leg, and he's trying to work up to get something upper body. But he needs to keep sweeping that leg.
Looks like that half should be there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't see if Hernandez has his hand, but he's going to maybe try hand it. Oh, Hernandez almost got that rolled through.
Yeah, pretty close actually.
But 2 points for Bordenaro on a near fall.
So Bordenaro pushes his lead to 6-0 with 1 minute left in the second period.
Back to the half. This one's in deep, and it's over. 3 minute. 3 minute pin by Tanner Bordenaro Carroll.
And for his victory, he gets a little bloody nose.
All right, was that was the fifth one?
That was our final JV match of this duel. Coach Nago cleaned him up there.
And we're going to start at 145. It'll be Abraham Dirks for Carroll. He's reporting anyway. And we'll see who Perry sends over. Perry has a lot of wrestlers in through these middle weights, 45, 52, 60. And they've been using a variety of different guys on the varsity level. They also have kind of been doing a revolving door around 120 to 126. We got a lot of bodies. Okay, so we got Abraham Dirks coming over, and I don't see anybody yet. Somebody's getting ready to go over there. Yeah, they're sending somebody out now. So this is at 145. Okay, that's who we thought it might be. Wilbur Ramirez from Perry. Got to find him on the list. We think he's a junior. Pretty sure his record's 5-6. Something wasn't right with the equipment. Or because Dirks was awarded a point for Perry wrestler reporting improper. Oh, shoelaces. In wrestling, you have to have your shoelaces covered. They can't be. Some shoes are built with shoe covers, little covers for the laces that Velcro over, and the ones that aren't have to be taped. Too many times shoelaces come untied and it stops matches. So Dirks just got a point for Ramirez reporting improperly uniformed. This is the first time we think that Abraham Dirks has been down to 145. He's been wrestling at 152 this year. He got his record someplace.
Yeah, he was 9-4 so far going into
9-4. And like I said, I think Ramirez is...
nice job by Dirks. Oh, Dirks about popped around. He did a nice job stuffing the head there, just couldn't cut the corner.
I've got Ramirez at 5-6 on the year. Ramirez just got warned for stalling for playing the edge of the mat.
That's one thing you won't have to worry about Abraham Dirks. I don't think you'll ever get a stalling call out of him. He's always going at you and pushing the pace.
Yeah, Dirks on his feet's always got a lot of action going. Oh, little try at a pick there by Ramirez.
We'll see if Dirks can pop the elbow again and He almost had that earlier.
Yeah. Dirks has a good double. Really pretty strong. He's got a little cow catcher action on to a duck under.
Behind.
If he keeps him on the mat, he'll score his 2 here. Oh, nice job, though, by Ramirez scrambling out of that.
Yeah.
Dirk's still stalking him.
35 seconds left here in the first period. No score.
Pass the arm.
I'm
looking for one more back off here being a point.
So Dirks is.
And there's a point.
So now he has 2, both by penalty point.
Yeah, Dirks has 1 penalty point and then a warning for stalling against Ramirez, so that's 2 penalty points. So Dirks had 2-0.
Yep. We're at about 15 seconds remaining, first period.
Yeah. Ramirez still backing off. He's going to have to stay on the mat, or there's going to be another penalty involved.
It's definitely a non-traditional way to get your 2-0 lead in the first period.
Usually you don't see 2 penalties in the first period. Oh, Ramirez tried a little snap down there. I'm wondering if he's got a little snap down to a headlock, because that kind of looked like what he was going to do. Defer by Dirks. Ramirez
going to pick down.
Taken down. Ramirez looks like he's pretty quick. He did a nice job on his feet there, fending off that takedown with quickness. Dirks, though, is real powerful. Puts Ramirez on his back right away.
Planted him right away.
Trying for a chicken wing here on the left side. Not successful. A little sit out there by Ramirez. Dirks got a wing on, but Ramirez is fighting it pretty hard. You want to get greedy here. You want to put him back on the mat and not worry about a pin combination at this point. Dirks getting his hips underneath him. And back to the mat. Nice job.
Yeah, look, if the earlier JV matches were any indication, the Perry wrestlers, they do have that sit out.
Yeah, we saw that out of a few of their JV guys. Okay, Dirks is riding him pretty tough here. He's got that wrist, but he's been unable to do anything with it. I'm sure he'd like to get a few back points here this period. Caution. Oh, the referee's taking that one. Okay. So, no caution. No caution involved there then. Dirks back to the tight waist. Got the wrist trapped underneath. He's still working on that wing.
He's really working that left side. Now he hops over.
Switching off. Ramirez trying to get the hands broken, and he's not going to get them. Dirks has to work up here off the other legs and take him off the mat. Okay. Coach Nagel saying keep him down. Maybe try something other than that wing that has not been successful on 3 different occasions. And back to the tight waist. Now he's going, he's got a little head lever. I think he used this one earlier this season. A little head lever action there. Still riding tough with the tight waist. Dirks has been out to the side enough to not get called for stalling, even though he is riding and unable to get any thing tied up to take Ramirez to his back. Ramirez basically trying to stay off his back.
Yeah, Ramirez isn't doing a whole lot of action, which is probably why Dirks isn't getting warned for anything.
So right now, Dirks has the wrist going to the wing.
Unfortunately, there's only 3 seconds left.
No time left. Yeah.
So we'll enter the third period. Dirks still with a 2-0 lead. Guessing he'll pick down.
He's going to take down. Okay. So
must be pretty confident he can get out.
Now he needs to get out, and then he needs to push Ramirez on his feet. If he can get the one.
We're confident that Ramirez won't get him turned.
Little stand-ups to a switch. Kind of a
good idea by Dirks, looks like, with the
hip
reversal.
Heist. Not quite into the switch, but he hip heists over for a reversal. 4.
Should just 4-0. Dirks, the scoreboard has 5, but
yeah, it's 4-0.
Should be 4-0.
That was another penalty point?
I don't think. I think it's 4-0, but
Yeah, I don't know if they hit if there was another penalty, it would have been a 2-point penalty.
and I didn't see
So
a stall.
that
I
can't
mean,
be another penalty.
yeah,
There couldn't have been any stalling because it was
he was on the ground.
15
Yeah,
seconds into the period, and Dirks was getting a reverse.
and Dirks
So
is
I
back
don't know
to.
what the – oh, there's the other one, and that's going to be a 2-pointer.
And then Dirks should have.
Now the referees are trying to figure out if he'd penalized him before, but so hopefully the scorebook's right over here.
Well, now the score should be right at 6 if that was another stalling call.
Yeah, I think maybe they corrected it, so it should be 6-0 at this point. That was the third penalty of the match, and unless they're caution penalties, they accumulate 1 point, 1 point, 2 points. So it should be 6. And I think what happened is
Well, actually, his first point, it should have only been a 1-pointer then, because his first one was shoelaces.
the first one was shoelaces.
And then he had the caution. Yeah, so it should be 5.
Should be 5-0.
No, I think that was the third.
I must have.
Boy, unless there's
This was his third stall.
yeah, this is the
It should be 5-0.
Yeah, the next one would be 2 points. The next one would be 2 points.
The first one was shoelaces.
no, it's the third penalty. Period.
Period. Even if it's shoelaces.
All
Well,
right,
that's-
right
yeah,
now they're discussing if this is a 2-point penalty or a 1-point penalty.
The nice.
So I don't know exactly what they've decided down here.
And that's the nice thing about having Brian Hogue here on the call, because he's forgotten more wrestling than the rest of us know.
So that was,
So
according to this, the 4th penalty. So there was a penalty thrown in there at the end of the second period, and this was the 4th penalty, so that's a disqualification win for Dirks. So they did finally figure it out. Yeah, so that's 6 points for the Tigers on the DQ. There was a 1-point penalty, must have been in there in the second period. It did go up on the board, but we weren't paying. Oh, it was a locked
there's
hands.
a locked hands, I guess.
We have people in the crowd that are actually watching and indicated that it was a locked hands.
Tony Hoffman down there with the help on that
So
one.
the penalty was shoelaces, stalling, locked hands,
Stalling
and
again.
another stalling. Okay, we got Aaron Denny, senior from Carroll, Justin Stammer, senior from Perry. This is at 152. Stammer, one of Perry's returning wrestlers at 13-3 this year. Aaron Denny at 2-3 varsity. Denny's in a heap of trouble here, getting stacked, and
You better be careful.
he's in
on
big
the-
trouble
yeah,
here.
His shoulders are.
This
gonna
was
be on the
really
mat.
an unusual takedown. Denny just got draped over the top, and Stammer's taking advantage of all of it.
Stammer actually a cousin to Josh Luft
Oh,
for the Tigers. So I'm sure Josh Luft has some
okay,
family
we got a
interested.
takedown, a 3-point near fall, and whoa! He got.
And they got a
Well, that's a
point
point for Aaron Denny. He got taken down a little bit hard. It's
He trapped his arm as he threw him as well.
it's the offensive wrestler's responsibility to take his opponent safely to the mat. So now we're running recovery time, or injury time, and we'll see what he takes for his injury time. There was a penalty involved, so it was called injury.
Denny so far in the year's 2-3 for the Tigers. And like Brian Hogue said, Justin Stammer was 12-3 entering this match. Stammer also played running back for the Blue Jays this fall. ironically, he left the football game due to injury.
Steve Schabel out there checking Denny. I'm sure they're checking his eyes. He has a minute and a half to take care of this injury. If he's okay to keep going, he'll keep going. If he isn't, Aaron Denny's going to win this one by DQ, disqualification. But it looks like Denny's up. He's probably going to go. They got to cut the injury time here. You get a minute and a half accumulative for the match on injury time. You must still have a little bit of time left. That usually counts down on. And Aaron Denny's going to keep going.
Coach Steve Schabel out there, too, is Carroll's athletic trainer, giving him the look over.
And
not sure what they're. Not sure if they need the trainers okay to continue or.
Yeah, they must need the trainers okay to see if he's going. In a situation like this, you always want to see if the wrestler's not injured. You always want to see him finish a match, regardless of what the outcome may or may not have been. Okay, there's Aaron Denny down. He's down right now 5-1. 50 seconds left in the first period. There's a good deep cradle, though, by Stammer.
Now he's got that cradle in on Denny again. Back points are being awarded. Gets trying to get back to his base here, has to break that grip. 3 more points for Stammer. Pushes the score at 8-1. 20 seconds left here in the first period.
He's going back to that cradle. Now it looks like he's going for what we kind of call a banana split. He's got a crossbody ride or the legs in. Denny doing a pretty good job trying to keep his hips down, but boy, this is tight. He's trying to expose his back.
Stammer almost had himself in a compromised situation there, but
yeah, Denny, when he was getting rolled over, tried to stay with his back on Stewart's chest and maybe get what you'd call kind of a cheap pin out of the deal, but Stewart's been around the block a few times, or excuse me, Stammer has been around the block a few times, and I'm sure he's been in that before.
But that tight waist got in Stammer's on the wrist as well.
Now he's got the legs or the crossbody ride in again.
Yep.
He's going to look to tie up. I think he's going to look tie up his knee, tie up Denny's knee, and then roll him over his hips to expose Denny's back. But Denny doing a good job, very good job, keeping a wide base.
He's almost
and
got
now
him.
He's out.
Yeah, he almost got Stammer's a little high there and was willing to give up the one so he didn't get caught in something worse.
Yeah, Stammer trying to take him over. Got a little bit out of position. Denny taking advantage of it to get his escape. Nope. Little half shot there by Stammer. Denny blocking him off. They're real tight tie here.
Minute remaining in the second period. Denny down 2-8.
Oh, nice little toss by Stammer's got Denny's on his back. That was a takedown, and there's going to be near fall points for sure here. Now he's going in for kind of a headlock action.
That's going to be
Stammer gets his hips out toward the front a little bit more. He's got it tight.
Yep. So Justin Stammer won by fall over Aaron Denny. Evens the dual score 6-6.
Yeah, I said Perry has some really solid kids, and Stammer is one of them. Now we're at 160.
160 pounds for Perry, Eric Funes. For Carroll, Parker Clucky.
Okay. Got Eric Funes here from Perry. We have him as a junior with a, I think,
7-7
record. Parker Clucky, senior, 11-1. His ranking.
Parker's also recently, he was ranked number 4 in 3A at 170 pounds, so he's down at 160 now. But
that was a body lock. Funes, knowing he was going to his back in that, did a nice job just going to the mat. I think that's going to be, I don't think he's going to score that at all. I don't think that there was any clear separation, so there's an intentional release by Clucky.
Looks like Clucky's going to try to put on the takedown clinic here.
Oh, nice shot by Funes in deep on the leg. Clucky fought it off, though, standing down on that leg. There's a little fireman's carry by Funes. Clucky's got a lot of length on him, though, and is working around behind, hooking the leg for, should be 2 points here.
2 more for Clucky, making it 4-1. Minute remaining in the first.
Clucky going for the Carroll signature move, hammerlock here. There it is. Now he's going to bulldoze him over. He's got his chest right where it needs to be.
Not looking good for Funes right
He's
now.
working back, going to work his chest back. Oh, it didn't quite have it. Clucky smartly bailed on that. I think he realized he wasn't going to pin him with it. So he's going to go back to something else.
Clucky leading 7-1.
Here comes a little tilt by Clucky. Gonna be a 2-pointer, it looks like, unless he can bring him back. The referee's counting again. Referee needs to get to a 5 count for it to be a 3-point near fall. 2 count to be a 2.
Was a 2.
Yeah, this duel could be so tight that there might be a difference between somebody getting pinned and somebody getting technical fouled here. 6 points is obviously more than 5, so Clucky, if he can get the fall here, it could be big to determine the outcome of this duel meet.
Yep, Clucky leading 9-1.
Going to his feet.
And staying on neutral.
It's a technical fall if one wrestler gets a 15-point lead on the other wrestler. Right now, Clucky with an 8-point lead, barely into the second period, but there's a takedown shot by Funes. He's got the leg up. He's just not sure what to do with it. Clucky fighting the head. Nice sprawl by Clucky, using his length really well. Going to try to work back behind him by dumping him, which he does there.
That length is really long levers for Clucky. Make it tough.
That's huge. Clucky's got to have about 6 inches of height on his opponent. Okay, there's what we call a fat man sometimes.
And
he's got him tight now. Both arms crossed in front of your face, although you don't see a lot of guys fight it here as hard as Funes is. Clucky needs to maybe get his chest up, but no, now he's out to the side. I think he's got him.
Yep. So there's the 6 points you're talking about earlier. Makes it 12-6 Carroll. Nice pin by Parker Clucky. Luke Woosley now getting the rare get to eat more food coming up because he got to bump up to 170 with Parker Clucky going down to 160. So
yeah, Luke and Parker just traded places here, possibly for the rest of the season. I think Luke took it pretty seriously. I think he weighed in 7 pounds over 160 today, I think. So yeah, he's on full feed.
Yep. Luke working his way back to football weight.
We have Jared Narborough as a senior for Perry. He wrestled in the St. Ed's duel. We haven't seen a lot of him on the varsity.
Looks like Woosley's trying to work that front headlock. If he can get his wrist, Narborough controlling his wrist, so kind of stalling any effort by Woosley to take that forward.
And Narborough a little bit smaller than Woosley, about 9 pounds lighter at weigh-in here today.
Woosley. Yep.
Okay, we got a stalemate. Both guys have each other's arms tied up, and they weren't going anywhere. So the referee said no action. Let's go back to our feet. Woosley trying to clear the arms a little bit. Narborough keeping Woosley blocked off. There's a little body lock try for Woosley. Narborough keeping his head down in the armpit. What Woosley wants to do is get him right about where he's got him now. Woosley's hips aren't underneath him, though. It's hard to throw from there, but he does get him to the mat for a takedown. Going for what we call a BV there, coming out of Buena Vista University. Narborough's, if you look at it, the legs are kind of hooked the wrong way for Woosley. What Woosley's trying to do is get a headlock on and roll Narborough to his back.
Yeah, he has a headlock part down, but.
So we sometimes call that a BV roll from Buena Vista University.
The Buena Vista University.
Yeah. So, all right, back down on the mat.
There's only 5 seconds left here. Woosley probably just try to keep him down and get to the second period leading 2-0.
All right.
And you probably think as far as varsity experience goes, it's kind of a win for Perry only being down 2-0 to Woosley.
Yeah, there wasn't. Woosley usually scores some points off of a throw. So far, he's done a real nice job on the varsity at 160 and bounced around a little bit at 170. Referee took that one. Both guys kind of moved at the same time. Let's see if Woosley can get some points here right quick and go back to his feet.
Yeah.
That's where he wants to go.
Nice job of getting the hand control.
Oh. Boy, Narborough's staying right after him, though.
And then there's one. Oh, it should have been.
Woosley trying to stuff that. There's a point for no control.
Pretty.
So Woosley scores.
A little delayed call, in my opinion. And now we got Woosley for two. Two more for Woosley.
Got a little kind of cradle on him there. Doesn't have it quite sunk deep enough with his left arm. He might be able to get something out of this.
He's too close to the edge of the mat if he's going to try to, unless he's going to try pulling him all the way over top, what would be the wrong direction. There he goes. Spins him back in. Nice job by
He's
Woosley.
got him stacked up tight here. This one, Woosley's got to drop his hips just a little bit. There we go.
Great job by Luke spinning him around, not letting him take him out of bounds. He spun him to get that cradle back towards the
Well, if you watch
inside
that,
the mat.
You saw Woosley's rear end move about 3 or 4 inches sideways, and that put enough pressure on the back to take care of it.
Another big 6 points there for the Tigers by Woosley. Carroll now leading 18-6 for the team score.
Hey, we got Cole Snyder, Jr. from Perry. We have him with an 8-6 record at varsity level. So he's got some experience. Riley Nearing wrestling probably as tough a competition as Carroll's seen at any weight at 182 all year. He's seen some real animals at this weight.
Yep.
And his record kind of shows it, but he's in no way, he's a lot better than his record shows. Competition that he's wrestled.
Being a senior, he has experience too, and he's not going to shy away from anything.
No, I say I watched a number of these matches in the tournament, and 182 has been such a solid weight class that Riley's just struggling.
Both wrestlers still kind of pushing up top. As we get to these higher weights, you'll see a lot of that just to kind of establish position. And we might see some throwing here too. Keep working the inside position. Nice job by Riley keeping that arm inside.
Neary a little lightweight at 182. He weighs about 175. probably on full feed. So a little small for the weight class, but gives it everything he's got every time he goes out. Not sure either guy wants to do anything or commit just right now. Oh, there's a shot. Down on the ankle. He's got to circle hard, turn his hips. He's got to turn his hips. Oh, and the quicker hips won that one.
Yeah, in on a nice shot. Just didn't quite have the speed.
Yeah, he just missed it there at the end. Whoever flipped their hips first was going to win that takedown.
Riley unable to get that escape right before the period ended, so he will be down 2-0 going to the second.
Well, at neutral, Perry Rustler took neutral. You see some of the same thing we saw in the first period. Yep. Both guys just trying to get decent position, take the other guy's feet out of position, but you see good stances out of both guys, so it's going to be difficult. A little try to snap down, a little shot there by Snyder. And we have a point for the Perry Rustler. Riley had a figure 4 on the Perry Rustler's head, had a scissors on the Perry Rustler's head, which is illegal. So is a figure 4 in neutral. There's a throw by both wrestlers. I'm not sure who's going to get this. Snyder sneaks out the side for 2 points. Neary trying to pull him underneath and get to his base or something.
Looks like both wrestlers kind of.
If they roll around, Nearing's going to be in trouble here. He's in a cradle. He's trying to get the Perry Rustler. He's trying to get Snyder up real high so he can kind of pull his head out, but he is in a cradle.
Snyder's going to have to try to do what Woosley just did and position himself around, otherwise he's going to roll Riley right out of bounds.
Riley getting it out, and boy, this could go either way here.
There he's out.
There we go. Riley Nearing getting a reversal.
Just couldn't get that arm slipped under for the half, and he could have put Snyder in big trouble.
Yeah, Snyder knew he was in trouble and started bailing off his back as soon as he was getting there. So Nearing didn't have a chance to get back points. There's a switch move there.
Out of bounds. They didn't.
You're going to leave the Perry Rustler down.
So still 5-2. Snyder leading Nearing.
Oh, a little roll through. Nice job by Nearing, staying on the hips and going with it.
Looks like he'll ride Snyder out heading to the third period. So Cole Snyder, Perry leading 5-2 going to the third period.
All right. Snyder's been working the cradle. Nearing's been in trouble in the cradle, but managed to get out on the last one. We'll see where Snyder tries to go with this. If Nearing can get to his feet, which he is, back heel trip. Right. Snyder, he's got a leg in, doesn't he?
Yeah, Riley needs to keep that head off the mat. Snyder doing a nice job.
Now he's
doing a nice job.
Now he's going for what we call a banana split here. He's going to try to sink down lower on Nearing's leg and then roll Nearing toward his back.
Riley,
but
he
might score something here, but and he doesn't. He was way out of position. Nearing's going to score here if he can do anything at all.
I think
Snyder's got his foot. Nearing's going for a cradle. I'm looking for a reversal now.
There's a 2 reversal.
Nearing's got a pretty deep cradle in.
So 5-4 now.
If you look at Nearing's right elbow, now he's got it sunk down to the knee.
Oh,
but
Snyder
he broke the
Yep.
hands there. He doesn't want to get too crazy here. He's got a minute left. He doesn't want to give up any points. He's got to get some without giving anything up. Got a little arm head lever. He can stay with it. Nearing's got to get way out front. He's got to get way out front. And he's out there. He's going to score with this, I think. Oh, I have no idea how Snyder got out of that. And I mean none.
And Snyder got a point.
I don't know for sure what happened. Whatever he was doing must have slipped into an illegal hold. We couldn't see it, so the Perry wrestler gets a point.
And another one for...
And Nearing's letting him go. So the score now is at 7-4?
Yep.
All right, so Nearing needs a takedown to the back. Yeah, we couldn't see what ended up illegal there. It might have been the position of Snyder's arm going over.
I think it was.
As soon as the elbow passes the head, oh, and there's a little toss. Nearing was going for everything he could go for and ends up on his own back.
Yep, tough one right there. Especially that gives Perry 6 points.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nearing going for trying to win the match, gives up a fall. Okay, we're going to 195. We're not sure here what
195, I think
Perry's going to do. They forfeited.
They were open.
St. Ed's, right?
Mm-hmm. So there's 6 more points for the Tigers. And now we jump to 220. So we got Nathan Reiling for the Tigers, 7-6 coming into tonight, the senior. And Zach Darr for Perry, just a sophomore. And we had him at 2-1 coming in. Actually 3-1 probably because he got the forfeit against St. Ed's.
I think he was 3-1 now with that forfeit.
Yeah. So we'll see how Reiling does from his feet, see if he gets in his infamous roll here later on.
Yeah, I know Nate's been working on takedowns and rides, but he's deadly from down. But you just don't want to see guys get behind and have to win from the down position, which is where he is right now.
That's exactly. He had it right where he wants it.
And he hits that was a really different roll by Nate. Going to take him one way and took him the other way, but this one's going to end here.
He's a little too far over the top here, but
yeah, Nate's got to adjust his chest a little bit.
Nate's
I would be surprised, although you can see the Perry wrestler's elbow is through. Oh, and he did get out.
Yeah. Nate was just a little high. He's going to put that power half in now and run him over. Got the half in again.
And Nate's got him on his back.
Now he's tight.
Nice aggressiveness there by Nate Reiling to get a pin in 106.
It's a nice job there by Nathan Reiling too, getting those 6 points. Every point's going to count here in the team score. Right now, the Tigers leading 30-12 in the duel.
Okay, we got 2 real big guys going here. Luft weighed in, I think, today at 277. Perry wrestler trying a headlock right off the bat. I think he weighed in at like 282 or something. Luft needs to stay out of the throw, but Luft throws.
There it is.
Luft manages to throw Holtorf, I mean. He's going to get off the mat.
I think the officials caught off guard too and didn't quite get down there, but yeah, Luft took advantage of the Perry kid trying to throw him. Holtorf
we have as being a senior, don't have a record here on him.
I thought we had 3 and 3.
We have 2 and 3?
3 and 3.
Oh, 3 and 3.
But these two guys ran into each other a lot this fall too, with Luft playing the O-line and Holtorf playing D-line for the Blue Jays.
They Luft with a 5-0 lead, riding tough. He's going to go over here for a wrist. He's going to try to pick up a wrist on one side, maybe try a chicken wing or a half on the other.
It's like a power half maybe coming from
now
this
he's
right
got a
side.
power half. Luft has his head jammed down, has Holtorf's head jammed down with one hand, has a half with that. Although they are on the edge of the mat.
Set him back. There it is.
And you can pin him here. with both of Luff's knees on the mat. You can still pin a guy when he's
Got
off,
him.
and there it's over.
It almost looked like Holtorf tried to do a sit out, and then Luff sucked him back. Nice job by Josh Luff there with the pin.
Well, some great aggressiveness there out of Luff.
Thought he had him earlier on the mat, and they got him out of bounds, but nice job staying with it. And we will have the 106 coming up. Dingenschweitzer from Carroll, sophomore, 9-3 record.
Cole Nelson's a freshman. I think he's like 12-2 right now, I think. He's one of Perry's better kids. And he showed it there with a takedown on
quick.
Schweitzer.
Lets him up, so 2-1, Nelson.
It's always interesting to see those 280-pound guys, and all of a sudden we got two guys out here that weigh 105.
Yep. A little different styles.
Yeah, a little different style and a lot more mat to work with. Little fireman's carry there by Nelson.
I've seen a couple of those tonight, guys dropping down to get that.
He just got the leg, trying to pull his head out. Schweitzer's trying to stay behind the elbow, but Nelson's got his arm through now. He should score with this. Yeah, there's the takedown. Lets Schweitzer go back to his feet. 4-2 now. About 50 seconds left in the first period. Oh, and both guys trying to throw each other, but the throw came out on the side of Nelson.
Yep, Schweitzer stepped through, though, so got off his back. And actually, almost, if he stands up, he'll have his
Gave
one.
up a takedown and a 2-point near fall.
He still has Nelson's arm. He's up Nelson's arm. He's up for one. So it makes it 8-3 with 25 seconds left here. And Nelson
good
in on
deep
another
shot.
shot.
Nelson needs to get his hips under him. Schweitzer trying to sprawl. Nelson with a little powerful move on that one leg gets the takedown. Goes right into a tight waist and near arm breakdown.
Looks like Nelson will probably ride this out here at the end of the first period. I'm going to take a 10-3 lead going into the second.
Let's see. Schweitzer's deferring. I don't think we've seen anything but defer, have we?
So far has been.
I think when
Well,
they
one
flip
time,
it.
I think one time Parker I think took neutral.
Oh, Parker might have
But other
taken
than
it.
that, I think yeah.
Yeah, everybody defers. It doesn't matter what the score is.
Yeah, I think Clucky was the only one I've seen so far.
Schweitzer trying to ride. Nelson splitting his hands, fighting the hands down and away. Schweitzer trying to trip, and Nelson gets away for one. Okay, so Nelson, there's a nice, a little takedown shot, a little tilt off there coming. Oh, and he's got Schweitzer on his back. Schweitzer doing.
Yeah, he could have bailed and tried to hang on a little too long.
Yeah, good job of bridging, but he was a little bit late getting his counter
Got
to
his
the
arm
pin.
through though, get back to his belly.
Oh, and he's off his back. Good job getting off his back. However, the score is 16-3 here, with Nelson into a deep chicken wing and a half on the other side.
This one could be trouble.
If he scores here and doesn't get the pin, it's going to be a technical fall. Schweitzer's still on his back trying to fight it, and that's a three-pointer. 19-3 technical fall ends the match for in favor of Cole Nelson of Perry.
That is only 5 points though for the
5
Blue Jays,
points.
so we've been trading 6 for 6. So
now you'd like
we'll
to say
see.
at this point Carroll's got a comfortable lead at 36-17, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weights left.
And we're open at 2 of them.
We're probably open at 2 of them. So there's 12 points there. So you're going to have a win someplace.
Jackson Kuhlman up for the Tigers, 8-5 so far this year. Sophomore, and he's facing
Reese Graham. I got him at 5-7 sophomore.
Yep, sophomore for
Reese
Perry.
was Perry's varsity 106-pounder last year. Had at least 3 matches, I think, with Schweitzer last year. So, but he's up to 113, and Kuhlman's down to 113 from somewhere up in the middle that he wrestled last year, 132.
Yeah, 126, I think. Yep.
Oh, we got a warning there against Graham for stalling, playing the edge. Kuhlman being the aggressor. And he has been all year.
Yep.
He's been the aggressor. Hasn't seemed like it makes any difference who he's wrestling or how good the guy's supposed to be. Kuhlman's been game in every match, so.
I haven't seen too many stall calls against the Tigers so far this year. They're always pushing.
He's got to get something solid working here. Score the points and go to work.
Almost had the slide by there.
Kuhlman doesn't need to be greedy. He doesn't need to go for throws, but I'm sure he'll take what's there. Oh, a little pick. Oh,
nice
beautiful heel pick there by
Reese Graham. Yep.
Caught Kuhlman completely unawares on that one. There's a cradle. Kuhlman's got the leg, though, but he's on his back now. I think he's going to get out of this if they don't get off the mat.
If he gets his head out, he might run him right over.
Although Graham's going to pick up 2 points. He's going to wake Kuhlman up. Kuhlman going for the body lock. Doesn't have it. Graham having a ton of varsity experience from last year and this year. Leading 4-1 now.
Only 10 seconds remaining here.
Oh, there's a nice takedown shot. It might be.
Other leg.
He's going to get this, I think. If the
couldn't get his head out.
And that could have been called, but if you noticed, Graham did have his hands locked around Kuhlman's waist, and that kept the takedown from being there. All right, Kuhlman's going neutral.
So you got Kuhlman down 4-1, starting the second period here.
There's a shot to the leg, single leg. Kuhlman fighting the handoff. Graham attacking the head, but there's the takedown by Kuhlman.
Looking to go in the cradle, it looks like.
They're yelling to cut him. So he lets him go. One escape point for Graham. I think the coaching staff thinks Kuhlman's going to be a little better on his feet. Pass the arm, trying to go for that single again. He's in on the leg. He should score with this, although Graham's doing a really good job fighting the head, trying the underhook. You got to be careful going to the mat with this because you could end up in bad position. Kuhlman trying to get his hips underneath him. Get a little power. Oh, and if you saw right at the end of that, that's where you got to be careful. That could have been a takedown either way. Graham looking for the throw off the counter.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen him.
Now we're going to see a stalling call.
I thought so. He's been retreating the whole match.
Kuhlman pressing the action. What is it, 5-4? He's in on that single again. This would be a huge score. And there it is.
The Tigers
nice trip.
Nice shot by Kuhlman.
Kuhlman takes the lead for the first time in the match. He's going for a cradle. He's got him on his back. Kuhlman's knees are on the mat. Now they're off.
The coaches were yelling they wanted to cut him too, and
I think
Kuhlman thought he could get that cradle.
Man, I got a cradle. I let him go. Now they're going neutral.
Now. Yep.
The intentional release, that should make it what?
Well, it's Kuhlman in on the leg again.
Yeah, he's in there again.
He hasn't.
Score right. Okay, it's 6-6. 6-6 just went up on the board.
Now he's on the. Got
Kuhlman in again.
Nice.
Oh, he's got him. He's going to score 2 here too, maybe. Oh, couldn't freeze him long enough for the back points. Yep. Awfully close.
Now there's only 12 seconds, so I'm guessing he'll try to keep him down.
Yeah, I think that's right. Coach is wondering if the score is 8-6, so I think they're going to tell Kuhlman to try to ride him for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Coleman's got he's got to keep him down there 5 more seconds. You don't want to give up an unanswered point here at the end. Coleman
like
on the
he'll be able to
leg,
do
got
that.
him wrapped up
Like
on
he'll
the
be able to
leg,
do
got
that.
him wrapped up good and rides him out.
So Coleman taking a 2-point advantage to the third period, leading 8-6.
If the period hadn't ended, there was going to be back points on that one. Coleman had him wrapped up really good on his way to his back.
It looks like
I
Graham
don't know.
took down.
Yeah, Graham took down to start this period. It's probably the smart thing to do. Graham may have some little reversal move that likes to tie the guy up and maybe score 2 and get some back points out of it.
Coleman trying to grab that wrist.
Coleman's got the leg going. He's got the Perry Rustler's leg split there.
Yeah. Coleman does have a little length on him. Now he has that
He's going for that.
hammerlock.
Yeah, he's going to miss this hammerlock. He's going to a cradle off of it, though, but you got to be really careful. Don't crawl over the back.
And he left his arm back there, and that's what got him in
there's a
trouble.
reversal for Graham. Puts Graham tied match now.
Yep, tied 8-8.
And Kuhlman scrambling to get out of that single by Graham. Sprawling hard. He needs to get behind him. Needs to jam the head.
Looks like he's going to try
he's trying to cradle him from his feet, and he gets him to his back. He's scoring back points.
I don't know if...
Cradled him from the front side to get the takedown.
I'm not sure if Nelson
I think that's kind of what he wanted to do there at the end of that first period.
Graham, excuse me.
The boy just needs to keep him down there and stay out of trouble. He's going to have a 5-point. No, it's a pin. Whoa,
wow.
Nice job by Kuhlman.
That was a huge pin for the Tigers.
That match there iced the duel for the Tigers. So, Carroll's got the duel won right now.
Tanny Burgeon up. He's 1-0, just a freshman for the Blue Jays.
Tanner Burgeon, he's listed at 113. I don't know what he weighed in at today, but we can look here.
Carter Drake so far, also a freshman, off to a fast start for the Tigers, 11-2. 11-2 is his record.
Yeah, he's lost a couple at the first tournament Carroll was at, but he's been on a roll. Weighed in at 119, but he's in deep on this single. Thought Bergen there was going to fight it to his own back.
And he's going to cut.
Drake cutting him.
Cut him too, so it's 2-1.
Well, it looks like Drake's got a little advantage here, maybe in experience. He's been wrestling forever. 4-2.
2 more, let him go.
Back in, little shuck. He's going to stuff the head. He's got what he's trying to get. What they say head in a hole. So he wants to go. He shucked him by the other way. It looked like he was going left, and he went right to get that takedown. Nice move by Drake.
He's going to let him up again. Wash, rinse, repeat here for Drake.
There it
he's so
had the leg split, but he's going right to a half Nelson here, right off the takedown shot.
Gave up, even took the half out.
A little more than 9 here.
Half out.
A little more than 9 here, don't we? Yeah, it's 11-4 or 11. Okay, that's an E and another T. So we're not sure. I think the score down there, now they're up to 13. Is that correct?
Yeah,
the score now on the board is 13-4.
Carter going to keep him down here with just a second remaining.
Carter Drake right now dominating on his feet. Bergen's taking neutral. One, two, three, four, five. Drake with 5 takedowns in the first period.
In on another single.
In on the single again. Going to try to elevate the leg, trip him. Yep, there it is.
2 more for Drake.
I think he's going to let him go again.
15-5 now.
Looks like Drake can drop in on that single, a little shuck again. He's got Bergen's head stuffed a little bit, but Bergen's got a wrist keeping Drake off of his legs. So he's trying to shuck him down.
Got just over a minute here in the second period remaining.
Little outside single there. Didn't get in very deep, but he got the takedown. A little tight waist there. He's got plenty of time to do what he needs to do here. He's going to tie the arm underneath. I don't know where he's trying to go with it.
It looks like he's going to try to put the power half in there.
Try to power half, try to cradle. Neither one of them went. You can see Bergen stretched out really good with a nice wide base. Going for a chicken wing on this side. And a little cross arm ride there. Looks like he's going for the fat man. Got him over. And that
did it.
Done. We got 3 minutes and 42 seconds on that one.
So that'll improve Carter to 12-2 on the year.
Carroll forfeited 126, or is indicating that they're going to forfeit 126.
I believe so, because it looks like Trevor Johns is ready to come out here at 132.
Alex Fickbaum. So that was Alex Fickbaum, freshman from Perry, taking the forfeit. Carroll shorthanded a body or two tonight.
Jacob Nelson here for the Blue Jays, junior 8-2 record coming in, and Johns is a 5-8 for the senior Tiger.
Now Johns has been wrestling up at 38, and he's down to 32 for this match. Nelson, a junior, has been wrestling varsity, and fireman's carry there a little. Actually, Kelly more than the fireman's for 2 points. Robinson riding now. John's trying to stay on his base. A lot of upper body pressure there by Nelson.
Yep. Johns has to get his head off the mat there if he's going to. Easier said than done.
Yeah, Nelson's got John's arm tied up underneath his body. Now he's going to go a little 2-on-1, or no, there's a deep half.
Yep, he's going to
try to run that half from his knees, though. Johns has a wide base into a sit out here. Johns again keeping a really wide base, preventing himself from going over, but has not been able to do much to free his hips. Nelson's got a leg hooked, and he stayed on it. Now he's got a bar arm, what we call arm bar, and that's called a head lever. What we saw that out of a couple wrestlers earlier. Nelson trying to get to the side and turn him over, didn't get out there. Johns fighting the hands. Stand up by Johns, but off the mat.
Let's see if we can get a quick stand-up, something out of Trevor here, and score before the first period runs out.
Again, back to the leg hook there by Nelson. He's been trying to tie up one of John's arms. Trevor getting called for stalling on the bottom. There isn't a lot you can do when the guy's got your arm underneath you and your leg hook, but Referee thinking that Johns wasn't quite making the effort that he needed to make, so warning for stalling.
Johns deferred there, and Nelson took down. Johns looking to get the return to the mat there.
Yes. In on one leg.
Good balance by Nelson.
Nelson, yeah, getting his hips free, getting his hips clear. Going to be a point going off the mat there for Nelson.
Shouldn't make the score 3-0. I didn't see the official actually award the point to the score table, so.
Yeah, it should be 3. It has to be 3.
Yeah, the official never did raise his. He gave the neutral sign, but didn't give the point.
There's a takedown to the back there by Nelson. He's going to try to get his hips around one way or the other. Johns showing us flexibility down there, but boy, there he knocked his hips over. Johns had his shoulders on the mat and his knees at the same time. That's painful. Got a headlock going here. Nelson trying to get sat out to the side a little bit and put some more pressure on that outside shoulder, and there's the pin. Are you kidding me? Okay. We're trying to figure out here what Carroll's going to do at 145, or excuse me, at 138. They had a wrestler headed out, but he may be. I think there might be another JV match coming up.
I believe so.
Yeah, we saw a wrestler from Carroll reporting, but
Trevor Hansen, but he was he was at 145.
Well,
so he doesn't.
And the other thing is Caleb Olenzak, and unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see him wrestle. Olenzak is 14-0 right now with that pin. He's ranked, where was it at? Second?
Yep.
Second,
Number 2 in 2A.
Second in the state at 138 in Class 2A. One of the state's premier wrestlers right now. And unfortunately, he did not get a match in either dual meet tonight. Okay, who we got?
We got Trevor Hansen here for the Tigers. And Brian Funes for the Blue Jays, 145. Funes is a junior. Hansen just a freshman for the Tigers.
Okay, Brian Funes.
Funes in early on the takedown, leading 2-0. Looks like he has Hansen's arm coming through for. I'm not sure if he's going to try the ball and chain or not.
I don't know. Yeah, he's going to work up and try half now. Hansen going to his back there. And that's a pin.
Quick pinfall there by Brian Funes. Like I said, the junior from Perry over Trevor Hansen, the freshman from Carroll.
Well, yeah, Trevor was heading out there, and we thought maybe he was going to be the varsity guy, but he's another one of our young guys that isn't overly experienced, and I don't think they were going to try to put him out there at the varsity level today. I got confused.
Yeah, I'm not. It looks like Bordenero here is ready to. Looks like Perry must be using another one of their 220 guys here against Bordenero is going to get another match.
Yeah, Tyson
Another
Bordenero
JV match.
won his first JV match against a Perry wrestler. We'll see who he's got this time.
Won by fall, I believe, the first match today.
Alan Gomez.
Alan Gomez, another freshman from Perry. And again, Bordenero, the sophomore. I would guess Bordenero may be advantage in the weight department, but they look pretty even.
Yeah, well. Yeah, Gomez is a 220-pounder.
Not sure what he weighed in today.
Yeah. He was 3/10 over. So technically he's a heavyweight today.
So your reward is get a wrestle heavyweight.
Bordenero was at 231 today, so there's a little bit of weight advantage there.
Again, a heavyweight, you can be up to 285. So neither one of these two are quite
Yeah.
getting.
Both guys
that
looking
level.
to try to maybe get some inside position there, although Bordenero seems to be a little more the aggressor. I don't know if they're trying to set up some kind of a throw. Bordenero with a little snap. He did that in his previous match too. Got a takedown from a snap down.
Got just under a minute left in the first period here.
Okay, so we got two big boys going at it here. Both guys want a tie. They're in a loose tie though, so they're not taking themselves out of position to score. Bordenero again being the aggressor, although there was a little bit of a push and shove by, I can't remember who we have, Alan Gomez?
I think it was Gomez.
By Alan Gomez. Okay, a snap down to a
There, Bordenero got the
takedown
leg.
by
I'm just going
Bordenero.
to keep pressure on. Throwing the half, but I don't know if there's enough time to get to the side and get that run.
He tried to throw that half, didn't quite get his elbow out far enough to get enough pressure on it. But
It's only
just
5 seconds.
stay
I
back and don't get in a panic here.
Yeah, and that'll be the time there. So Bordenero will take a 2-0 lead going to the second period. And he defers.
Of course he
To-
defers.
Stays with the theme for the
I
night.
think they need to take defer out, or if they flip it and it's
The other
red,
person
they
has to
just
call.
need to look at the green guy and say, you have to choose.
So, Gomez chose bottom.
Going for, he's trying to get the
Which
left
is-
side wrist, right side half it looks like.
So it's tough picking bottom.
Oh, you got to watch the full Nelson, which he just put on.
Yeah. 1 penalty point for Gomez there. You got to get that other hand out before you can put the other one behind the head. If both hands.
Usually with the younger wrestlers, you want to tell them get the wrist first and keep it while you throw the half up. Don't switch off till you get the other wrist. And Bordenero got a little excited there and thought he
No,
could half
he's-
both sides.
Yep, now he's got
But
he started with the power
he's
half.
cranking
and now
him here. Got his chest. He's got to drop his chest into the armpit, which he's trying to do. Now he's going
There,
to
he
dump
got
him
him over.
using the leg. I think he's going to get him.
Yep.
Boy, once he got his chest in position, got that little
Yeah.
leg dump going.
Yeah, Tyson did a nice job not getting too over aggressive and getting the potential to get rolled over.
Yep, took his time,
So,
did the smart thing.
looks like we got one more. Carter Vanami going to
Carter
make.
Vanami.
I don't know if he's had. He did not have a match at the last home
No.
duel, so this will be the first time I've been able to see Carter wrestle this year. And Carter is a big boy.
What do you say, Emmanuel Soto? We think this is Emmanuel Soto from Perry.
Manuel's only a freshman.
Weighing in at about
Vanami's a
220.
sophomore. He's
And Carter at 274. So,
Carter, I thought, tipped the scales right around 300 in the fall, so that'd be.
you know, when you look at these things, though, the size advantage isn't so much as the position advantage. The bigger you are, if you get out of position, the more you pay for it. So
Carter trying
you
to put
got
a
to
lot
make
of
sure
weight
that
on him.
got to make sure when you're riding, you don't get out of position. And when you're on the bottom, you don't want to get too crazy rolling around. So he's going to try to snap him down, but
I'm not quite sure what. He's not. If he's trying to bear hug, he's on the wrong side of the arms.
yeah. Soto doing a good job keeping his elbows in, not letting Carter get under the armpits, his feet.
I think the Carroll coaches are trying to instruct Carter to keep those arms, trying to get to the inside so he can get underneath for a bear hug.
Now he is underneath. Well, at least he slipped behind him there with a little duck under, and with a little power move there, takes him to the mat.
If in doubt, I guess, try to pick him up and throw him.
Now, if you stay, look at that. Now, that's called sucking him back when he gets into a sit-out position. Carter's got a weird little kind of half Nelson on him. I couldn't tell there what happened, but I'm not sure how he ended up on his back, but this could easily be a fall here.
That's a lot of weight
and it is.
Try to press off.
Shake hands.
Carter was excited on that one. Like I said, it might have been, I'm not sure if he's gotten matches at a couple of JV tournaments, but.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what he took him over with, but it looked like kind of a far side half to something else. So, and it worked.
Otherwise known as brute strength.
Yeah, a little bit of brute strength and clearing his weight so he could pull the other guy underneath him. That worked.
Nice to see Carter Vanami, though, with a win.
Yeah, these big guys, and actually everybody, they need to realize how much difference wrestling can make in some of the other sports. A lot of these guys play football. They really enjoy football, and they're going to be good at football. But the old footwork and the body positioning and stuff that wrestling gives you sure makes a difference out on the football field. And what did we end up with? 48 to what?
35.
Oh,
35.
It's 35 here. So, and the final dual score, in case we forgot to say it, Carroll varsity 48, Perry 35.
I think we got a little sidetracked there when we thought Hansen was going to come wrestle. Hansen was going to come wrestle.
I got completely
Olzak
mixed up there, which happens a lot.
But yeah, it's nice to see, especially with being a conference school, Carroll being able to knock off Perry. Like we said, 48 to 35. Next duel will be Carroll versus St. Ed's. St. Ed's, if you watched earlier on the stream, they will have some open weights, so it won't quite be as many matches as what we were able to just watch. So Carroll will obviously have the advantage.
Yeah,
there.
This is one where, it's unfortunate, and this is an opinion of mine, not necessarily anybody else's, but it is unfortunate that there's Perry's doesn't have a lot of numbers, and unfortunately a lot of their guys are the same size. We have a lot of matches in our area, and actually through the whole state, where it ends up being just way too many forfeits. It's very tough now with declining enrollment in a lot of schools, and actually overall declining number in athletics in general for most schools to fill 14 weight classes with guys ranging in size basically from 100 to 250 pounds. And you just can't find enough guys willing to put in the effort to be wrestlers to fill the weights. And St. Ed's, unfortunately, is in that boat right now. They've got a number of guys, but they're all young kids, and you don't want to see them discouraged. You want them to stay with it, hopefully build the program with their middle school kids coming in. But they are what you'd call extremely young. A couple of juniors, and everybody else is young and inexperienced. So we'll just have to see how this duel goes and see how Carroll's going to do anything with their weights. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that we can't get all the weights filled all the time.
Once again, you're watching Tiger Vision. I would like to thank our premier sponsors of Carroll Broadcasting Company, Western Iowa Networks, and our very own Carroll Booster Club. We're going to take a short break here to show you some ads from our premier sponsors, and we'll be back with Carroll versus St. Ed's.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents, for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for supporting my future. Justin Moore.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents, for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for supporting my future. Justin Moore.
Local sports, local news, and local weather. We are Carroll Broadcasting, proud to serve Carroll and Western Iowa since 1950.
Run by the parents, for the students, the Carroll Booster Club provides for all of our Tigers throughout the year. Be a member, have some fun, support our Carroll Tigers and all they do. Go Tigers!
Carroll High Booster Club. Thank you for selecting me as a recipient of your scholarship. I greatly appreciate all of the support you have given me during my high school career through various sports. Thank you for support.
Hansen and Grant.
All right, we're going to start here with the JV.
Grant Bemridge and Hunter Hansen.
JV level here at 152. Hunter Hansen, freshman for the Tigers.
Grant Bemridge,
He's another freshman for.
he's a freshman. He's wrestled a little bit of varsity for St. Ed's. I can't remember if that was in a tournament or not. St. Ed's has not been able to win a dual match simply because of numbers, and unfortunately they got weathered out of an invitational back on December 1st, so they're short matches. It's a sprawl by Hansen and a takedown by Bemridge. Hansen scrambling underneath, Bemridge trying to get a 2-on-1. He's got the wrist. I think the coaches are yelling, try to pick up a half on the other side.
Yep, Hunter has to get to his base. But again, I think he has that arm trap.
He's got a half on he missed the half there. Hunter trying to keep his head up and stay out of trouble.
He's doing a nice job there, keeping his head up, but has to build that base. Possibly tried to sit out there, but looked like
he's in trouble here. He's in a half. Bemridge is going to try to get adjusted to get his chest up onto Hansen's chest. Get some weight on there.
Yeah, not going to.
There's a minute 49 on the fall.
So Benmersh winning by fall over Hunter Hansen of Carroll at 152 JV. Looks like we'll have another 152 JV here. Like you said earlier, with St. Ed's having a lot of kids at the same weight. Appears that we got another one here with Trevor Hansen this time, another freshman from Carroll. And I'm guessing we'll see Tyler Rosmanith.
Here he comes.
Not 100% sure on the pronunciation there.
University for St. Edmunds, Tyler Rosmanith. For Carroll, Trevor
Rosmanith. Freshman.
All right, so we got two freshmen again here.
Related? They're brothers? No.
Trevor here working. He's got a lot of length and trying to stay underneath him and around him.
He just ran a little knee pick there, 20 feet, and got it. So
2 points there for Trevor Hansen. Jumps out to the quick 2-0 lead.
Yeah, he's got a half on the right side, and he's got it in fairly
trying
deep.
to tuck that opposite elbow underneath, but
yeah, you can see Rosmanith has his elbow out there. Hansen got his elbow, got it tucked in. Well, he's going to the other side with his half. The one side wasn't going, so he switched to the other side half. It didn't go either, but now he's going back to the right side again. No, back to the left.
No,
he's going to stay with something until he gets him over.
Nice job by Trevor staying. Didn't get too high and took his time. So Trevor Hansen with the win by fall.
Now on the way over, he had a little bit of adjustment there with his chest, which put him in really good position. Okay. You can tell some of those young kids are learning some things in the practice room.
You bet.
So I'm up here. Coach Roeder knows all these freshman guys from football and everything, and I'm looking at them like, who are you? So we got Shable and who?
Jonah Hint.
Jonah Hint.
Who is has wrestled varsity for the Gales.
Yeah, Hint's been on the mat a couple times varsity-wise. He's a junior.
Yeah, Shable might have his work cut out for him here.
Hint looks like a pretty good size 60, 70 pounder there.
Yeah. Not sure what he weighed in at today, but he definitely has the height.
Yeah, right at about 160.
So I'm not sure if he's trying to bait Shable into with pushing the whole time, if he's trying to bait him into coming in, but Shable almost had the just missed.
Nothing yet. There has not been any control with any weight except until there. Hint looks like he's going for that half on the left side. Oh, no, it's a wing, and it's deep, too. Shable getting his arm free, though, getting a leg out to block him from getting over. He's got his leg way out to the side, blocking Hint's chances to turn him.
Yeah.
And Hint trying a half on that side, which wouldn't go anywhere probably. Usually at this point you yell, stretch him, stretch him.
I think we had a potentially dangerous there.
Yeah. The elbow got a little bit high there, so referee calling it again, safety first.
Nice job by Shable.
Safety first.
Nice job by Shable not getting turned there.
Yeah,
it's easy to do for if you're not
that was in deep.
Yeah.
Shable's got his arms caught underneath him, which makes it difficult. There's another stand-up trying to fight the hands.
Yep, didn't let go of the hands, so we're going to have a locked hands.
There's 1 point for Cade Shable on a locked hands. When a wrestler in control takes his opponent to the mat, he's got basically a very quick 1 count to unlock his hands from around the body or both legs.
There's another locked hands.
And he did it again before Cade Schabel was up to his feet. So he's locking him a little bit early.
Second penalty point.
Yeah. So at this point, you tell your wrestler to keep standing up.
Yep.
There's
and
an escape.
Schabel's out with an escape and actually takes a 3-2 lead now.
Yeah. It's 3-2 for Cade Schabel on 2 locked hands and an escape. Now Schabel needs to sprawl hard here. Hansen on the leg.
Ooh,
there's takedown.
With 2 seconds remaining, too, that's a
that was a tough one.
Up. But yep, should be 4-3 now. The scoreboard showing 4-2, but
4-2, but it is 4-3.
Should be 4-3 heading into the second period.
Yeah, the referee coming over to fix that. Communication gap down there at the bench. Referee saying that there were 2 penalty points and an escape for Cade Schabel.
Yeah, so St. Ed's defers here, and I believe Schabel picked down, didn't he?
Oh, I'm going to let him go. Okay, so that's an intentional release.
Going to even up the match here, 4-4.
Yeah, I imagine Hint has had success on his feet with the takedowns, has not had success riding because he's been locking his hands a little early. So to go back on the feet is probably a really smart move. Unless he gets taken down here by Schabel.
Oh, got to stay on his feet.
Boy, he's got to get his hips
there.
underneath
He's
him
locked
a little
in
bit.
tight.
He's driving, lost one
it.
leg. Get back to your feet, and unfortunately there he just lost position. Oh, we got a deep chicken wing in. Schabel back with the leg out.
Yeah, it was a nice job by Hint there keeping his feet, because I thought for sure Schabel's had that double, was going to run him over.
Well, there is a ton of pressure on that arm. Schabel gutting it out underneath. Now he's going to try to step completely over that. Well, I thought Hint was going to try to step completely over the head there and walk it around, but I don't know.
To get his arm up.
Potentially dangerous? Yeah.
So he's had that twice now.
Oh, he's going to let him go again. Yeah, again. Yeah. Coach is telling Schabel, when you get that leg, get your hips underneath you. All your power on those takedowns is in your hips.
Yeah, you know, drop your hip level and drive up through them, just like we teach that all fall.
Yeah. There he is, trying to get his hips underneath him. He's got one arm hanging up, though. Schabel's got his left arm hanging up.
And actually,
Hint makes a mistake on the throat. Schabel immediately.
Oh, I thought he had his arm hooked.
I thought he had that half, too. It was just a hair late.
Next
7-6 now, we think, for Schabel.
Like the official was looking for locked hands there on Schabel, too.
He was looking for him there. Schabel sitting on top there with kind of a little tight waist.
There's 10 seconds here.
Yeah, he's got to ride him out. Oh, you didn't want to go off the mat, and you don't want to go to your hip. So Schabel needs to keep a wide base for 7 seconds.
And again, it looks like Schabel's up, ready to go in the middle, and the St. Ed's wrestler is a little slow getting to the middle.
And I would assume, and it's Schabel's choice, right? Or whose choice?
Schabel should be on top.
Yeah,
he had the takedown.
But third period, though.
Yeah, because St. Ed's deferred and Schabel took down.
Oh, yeah. So now St. Ed's will have his choice. He'll probably take neutral. Okay. That ties the match up there for Hint, 7-7. And we're going to take neutral. Oh, down. I'm kind of surprised here. Although he did just get an escape, so Hint into a quick stand up, fighting the hands, trying to get his hips free. Schabel taking him to the mat. Referee checking for locked hands again.
Yeah, he's
Schabel chopping the elbow, using a tight waist.
Nobody's going to get by with the locked hands.
Probably
today.
needs to either commit up or down. He's got to control the hips a little bit better. Hintz got the free hips and he's out. 8-7. Favor of St. Ed.
Yeah, I don't think Hint's a little gas. I think he's just kind of pushing Shable away.
Now there's a
he
little
was
double.
in tight.
He's going to get this one. He's going to
gotta
get
his
this
head
one.
out.
Scrambles. Okay. If you notice that, Shable went to his hip there on the side, immediately flipped his hips over to get in good position to score that takedown. Now Shable's intentionally letting him go, probably so he'll have time to take him down again.
But I believe it would be.
Is it 9? Oh, there's a takedown.
Another takedown, and that's a hard.
And to the back. I think Shable, we got an injury here. So
that was
all right.
I'm not
we have
quite
a
sure.
Takedown for Shable. He took the wrestler immediately to his back. The referee started the count.
You wonder if he knocked his air out.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's kind of holding down below those ribs.
And did not get to a 5 count, but even when as soon as he gets to a 2 count, if there's an injury, it is a 3-point near fall. So you do not reward the wrestler who is hurt on the bottom, even though this certainly is legitimate. So that should have been a 3-point near fall. We think right now the score is 14-9 in favor of Cade Shable. And Coach Roeder was right here. I think it knocked the wind out of him on that one.
Yeah, with athletic trainer Steve Shable working with him right now.
Ironically, Cade's father.
Yeah.
Telling him, hey, get some air.
But it was nice to see, Cade was pushing that pace, got that double leg, right in at him. And
yeah, that was a nice double.
That's the kind of tackle you're looking for in the fall.
Yeah, that was a nice move. All right, so now they're going to cut him loose, I assume. Yeah, coach is telling him let him go, so here's an intentional release.
Shable's letting him. The official wasn't quite looking. Cade had his hands up to let him up. But
official says, I think 14-10 is the score, but I'm not really sure at this point either. So Shable just needs to basically now just not get taken down to his back. So if he makes the shot, it's got to be a good one, which that one is. Driving all the way through, turn your hips.
Yep, keep those legs and work your
go.
way to the top. Nice.
And I don't know what they're going to do. He's going to throw a half now.
Yep,
he's got a wrist and a half.
And that's it.
Wrist and a
half.
Head up. No, he's got it tight. He's got it tight. He needs to get this far, get this arm on this side.
Post that arm.
Tied up. Boy, Hintz fighting it with everything he's got, though. Shable getting adjusted.
Shable's not letting go of that.
I'm going to say most of the crowd thought that was going to be a pin, and it was.
Great job by Cade finishing that with the takedown, and then.
Boy, and that's what it's all about, too. You wrestle the whole 6 minutes. Well, in this case, 5 minutes and 37 seconds, but you wrestle the whole match.
And it was JV, but we saw Shable kind of give one away last time we streamed against the Denison JV guy. He's come quite a ways in just a week.
Just in a week or so.
He's come a long ways.
All right, now we're going to go out here and figure out even or odd to see who has to put their wrestler on the mat first. We're going to be starting this duel at, what are we starting at?
Should be 145.
Should be 152.
Yeah, because we were at 145 with the last.
And as we said before, this is going to be a quick one. I think, unfortunately, St. Edmund's going to forfeit 6 or 7 or 8 weights maybe. It's not. It's going to go pretty quick.
Yeah, they do have Webster filling in at 160, where they had been their varsity 160.
Yeah, so. We do have some guys. Yeah, we're trying to figure out exactly who is going to be going out where yet. But
it looked like they have Noah Carlson at 152 in the first duel with Perry.
Yeah, I think he was at 152.
St. Ed's did drop the first duel 72-3 to Perry.
So we're out here with Aaron Denny.
Yeah, it is Noah Carlson.
Noah Carlson Jr.
I don't have a record for Carlson.
Yeah, we do not have a varsity record for him. There's Denny with a little duck under action. Didn't quite get it.
Denny's 2-4 now on the year. He did lose by fall in our first duel.
Oh, there's a little Kelly into a fireman.
It's just out of bounds. Otherwise, I think Denny might have been on top in that scramble.
All right. That should wake Aaron up a little bit. Noah Carlson hit him with a Kelly right into a fireman's carry. Had they not gone off the mat, that could have been points. And Denny trying to snap the head, blocking off a little bit with his right arm though. There's a little shot, Denny underhooking. I can't tell.
Looks like Aaron has both of his hands on inside position, but
it's hard to tell what Aaron Denny's going for here. He's working primarily upper body, trying to underhook. I wonder if he's going for body lock here.
Sure looks like it when he tried to hoist him up there. Yep, or a bear hug.
Yeah, he's got a lock down below the rib cage. Oh, and
they both tried the same thing, I think.
Carlson tried to throw out of being thrown, and Denny took him straight to his back. Denny trying to get a little
Denny's
more weight over to the one side.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's got to move one way or the other, or go to a body press out of this. But he's got him tied up pretty good.
Carlson has that arm. Carlson had that arm posted out there. So
yeah, he had an arm going underneath and did a real good job getting out of that one. Denny just couldn't get in any better position. There's a little chicken wing and a wrist.
Oh,
and that was
close.
That was tight.
That would have been, even though there's only 11 seconds left in the first period, that one might have been.
It only takes two
to
get a pin. That was tight. So now you can see Noah Carlson doing a nice job rolling through that one.
So it looks like
he's getting stacked. The referee's watching the neck on that one.
Denny will ride him out here for the first period. He'll take a 5-0 lead going to the second.
Yeah, he saw the referee get down there right away. I knew he knew it wasn't going to be a near fall, but he was watching the St. Edmunds wrestler's neck there in that position.
So Denny deferred and Carlson chose down.
Okay. He'll stand up to a switch. Denny in the bar arm or head lever here. He's got to run that. Oh, now he's going into the hammer lock. Denny's still got the tight waist on, doesn't he? He's got that bar arm on, but he's not above the elbow. I think the referee could stop this if Denny needs to get his right arm up on top of the other wrestler's elbow that you can see sticking up there. If you try to turn him in that position, it's dangerous. The referee will stop that.
And I think the official actually said something to him, right?
Yeah,
as they were up.
And that was stopped because of the elbow.
In fact, I think the other official kind of chimed in as well. So.
Yeah, it's nice to have the assistant official there. Sometimes they're on one side and the other official's on the other side, and there's something there that one guy can't see. He got his arm, Carlson's arm tied up underneath, but Carlson doing an okay job here, staying on his base. Staying on his base. I was going to say, though, he
did just get. No, I was going to. They changed it. The official first showed stalling on green.
There's a switch going by Nelson. He didn't quite get it, but he's going to get one out of the deal. Oh, and there's boy. You don't want to get tied up in that. Nelson's got a nice throw. If you notice there, the official signaled green first. A lot of times they'll take the St. Ed's uniform. Since it's green, they'll make them green. But traditionally in wrestling, green is home. So they could have made St. Ed's green for this one and scored it on the visitor. So it's difficult sometimes for the officials with red uniforms and green uniforms, and green being red and red being green.
10 seconds here left in the second period. Looks like Denny's going to be content with riding him out again, keeping that pressure up on the shoulders. And that's where we'll go. So we got head to the final period. Aaron Denny leading 5-0 for the Tigers.
Denny taken down. I don't want to jinx anybody, but I don't think he'll get into that throw position again. Aaron Denny's been wrestling for a while. I think he knows that maybe he shouldn't do that with this guy. Nelson tying up the leg pretty good. Denny's elbows are on the mat. A little spiral ride there by Nelson to try to get him down.
It really is.
Nelson. I keep saying Nelson. It's Carlson. But again, I'm easily confused.
Denny's trying to get that arm peeled off, but there he got his head through. And then Denny got cautioned for a stall there.
Yeah, he got warned for stalling on the bottom.
Warning.
Denny to a tripod. Looked like a little switch on the edge of the mat. Yeah.
So Denny leading 5-0 still. Did get warned for stalling. Next one will be a point. So we'll have to
Carlson throwing a crossbody right, or the legs, as it's sometimes called. He's going to try a power half on the other side, it looks like, isn't it?
And he'll have to do.
Oh, Denny getting called for stalling. He had his head on the mat.
And then Denny gets an escape. I think the St. Edmunds coach kind of realized they had to make up 5 points, and with a minute left.
Yeah, and they weren't going to make it up that way. Denny doing a good job getting to his feet, though, and getting out. Just got to watch the throw here. We know Carlson's got a little Kelly. He's got a little Fireman's. Both of those will take an opponent straight to the back, as will that upper body throw.
Yeah.
So Denny's got to kind of watch what he's doing.
Denny does have the leverage here, it would look like, if they were getting those underhooks.
And that'll stall. Oh, there's duck under, but headlock there by Carlson. Denny's got to run to his
and he popped out
one side or the other, pulled his head for takedown.
Almost got a reverse DDT there with that. I think Denny's forehead hit the mat first, but he was able to pull that head out from under the shoulder or under his elbow and got the 2 points.
Yeah, you got to give Noah Carlson a little credit. He knew what he had to do to try to win the match. He just missed it, and Denny did a good job countering.
Yep. So we're going to have a final here. Aaron Denny winning 8-1.
You know, if you're going to get beat 8-1 or 6-1, it doesn't make any difference.
Yep.
You got to give it a shot. You got to give it a shot.
So Denny with a win by decision will improve his record to 3-4 on the year.
Okay, we have Parker Clucky. And this might be Grant Weber?
Webster.
Or Webster, yes.
You know, Webster only a freshman, if that's who it is. And yes, that's who it is. So this would be quite the undertaking for the freshman from St. Ed's facing the number 4 ranked.
Yeah. You got to give him a lot of credit for going out there. So,
especially since Parker was just wrestling 170 a week ago, or this weekend.
You know, though, almost any experience is good experience. So,
yep.
You know, sometimes you get out there and you don't get pinned in 10 seconds. It's at least a morale booster.
Yep.
You see a lot of these matches where you get it, they're mismatches by grade and by record and everything else. But if Webster here could score a point, get a takedown, it'd be a really big deal for him. Clucky looking to shuck Webster by, which he did.
Yep, 2 more for Clucky. Pushes it at 4-1. Thought he was trying to get a, not quite sure what he's.
Yeah, he went for a little tilt there. Just tie the arm and roll through. He picked up think he got anything on that one, did he, on the tilt?
I think he has 2 yet. The official still has this.
Yeah, he's got the 2 up.
Yeah.
He was in the same move.
Yeah.
So the points aren't awarded until the move is changed. Parker's sinking it in now. You can see him. I don't know.
It looked like he could have.
It looked like he could have gone with it, but he wasn't quite where he needed to be with his chest, so he cut him. Clucky in again on the takedown for 2 points there. 8-2. I don't think he's going to have time here in the first period to finish this.
So we got Grant Webster hanging tough here with Parker Clucky. Made it to the second period. Clucky leading 8-2.
Yeah. Well, you can tell Webster's he's not going to just roll over and give it away. He's going to make Parker work for it. It says a lot for a young kid.
Yeah, just a freshman.
Parker's getting the wrist. I think he's got 2-on-1 going to I think he's just going to do a near arm tilt here, but I'm not real sure. Somebody's bleeding. Okay, so we got blood time.
Putting Coach Shable to work again. I didn't see where. It doesn't appear like a lot because none visible from this vantage point.
Right now they're running a 5-minute clock. You get 5 minutes for a whole match for blood, as many occurrences as there happens to be. As soon as Coach Shable down there gets the bleeding stopped, they'll cut the blood time. They should have been. He may have cut it already. Usually, as soon as the blood gets stopped, they don't count the cleanup in the blood time. So let him get his arm cleaned up a little bit.
Yep, looks like they got it under control.
Two officials conferring there.
Yeah, it looks like we're ready to get back underway.
Yeah. Okay. Webster's down. Clucky's on top. Clucky tying the wrists again. Webster in a nice little stand up there. Good stand up. Clucky takes him immediately back to the mat.
Yeah, Clucky really controlling that wrist on that left side.
Carlson this time it's Webster. Webster in a tilt now. Difficult to pin a wrestler in this, but not impossible. Maybe a 3-point near fall. Tilt by Clucky. No, now he's got a hammer lock going. He's going to run the hammer lock with a half. Clucky trying to sink back just a little bit here.
This is probably going to be all she wrote for.
This is really
for Webster.
Really tough to get out of. What do we have? 3 minutes, 24 seconds on that pin.
So Clucky with another win by fall tonight was the second. Also win by fall against Perry, which brings up Luke Woosley. Woosley won by fall earlier tonight. Bumped his record up to 11-2. Like we said, he's up to 170 now from 160 a week ago. So he's looking to go to work early.
We got Woosley here, an extremely experienced junior, but he's took himself to his own back,
and then
scrambling to get out. Gave up 2 and 3 and just picked up 2 more. We'll have to sort out the score here. Woosley's back in the throw. Now into both legs. Going to have to take him down carefully. Okay.
I'm not 100% sure the
it's
scoreboard.
4-4.
Yeah, because Woosley put
So they're
himself
going to
in the
come over
back
and try to
points
sort
early.
that out.
Yep, they're going to talk. They're going to talk about it
I'm
here.
pretty sure Woosley took himself to his
And
back
the officials got caught too, I believe, in the green. You can see the one official kind of laughing. I think he gave green. He was raising his armband for green for St. Ed's. Yeah.
We have 4-4. We'll see what they come up with here. Okay, so they just did 2 near fall red. That would be St. Ed's. Then they had a reversal and an escape and a takedown. Are they given that?
I believe so.
I'm guessing 6-5.
All right. So
Because they gave the.
well, it's either.
Maybe they don't have the takedown.
Well, in order to get the reversal, they had to have a takedown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5-4.
5-4.
Because it should have been 4-4, and then Luke let him up.
But yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks accurate, 5-4.
So Woosley had the takedown. Russell had the reversal and the 2-point near fall. The referees were just confused on the color. Woosley got a reverse, and Russell has an escape.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they went to 5-2.
But
it
it's
must not
5-2. But
it
it's
must not have
5-4.
given a near fall. But it doesn't. Woosley just took him to his back. So that's 2 more points for Woosley. We thought they'd had a near fall.
I'm pretty sure
There's a
he
2-point
did,
near fall for Woosley. So
this
now
one's
it's
in tight,
6-5, I think,
It's
isn't
going to
it?
be a moot point here shortly.
I think it's that.
Well, we had to have a takedown in there.
They did change it back to 5-4. And
Yeah, then they changed it back to 5-4, now
then jumped it up
6-4,
8,
8-4.
but
Well, whatever it
regardless,
was,
win by fall for
it
Luke
ended
Woosley.
up a pin.
So Luke's second pin of the night.
And 107 on that one.
So that bumps him up to 12-2 on the year. And we're going to have a handful of forfeits coming up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate here.
Riley Nearing at 182. Winner by forfeit. Brennan Coffin coming up at 195. Will win by forfeit.
Yeah, Brennan didn't have a match against Perry either, did he?
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
Brennan moves to 2-0 tonight without sweating.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how
Well, hopefully he warmed up real
Yeah.
well.
So now we got 220.
Up to-
Nathan Reiling will win by forfeit.
Okay, they're racking the points up on the board, but
And Reiling won by fall earlier tonight.
Yeah.
But then received a forfeit here, and Josh Luft also
Am I
won
adding
by
6 here correctly.
Josh Luft also won
33.
earlier by fall against Perry,
39.
and he'll
Yeah.
win by forfeit.
They're a little bit behind here on the board. Now they've got 32, 33. And
We
for
got
some
Deegan
reason,
Schweitzer. Deegan Schweitzer coming up at 106.
3.
Is also going to be a winner by forfeit.
We're trying to figure out team score here. 6.
We should have a match coming up with Jackson Kuhlman.
6.
Um,
6. Isn't it 39?
I'll let Brian Hogue here figure out the team score, the former math instructor.
Well, being as we are different, yeah.
Here we will have a
think right now Carroll has
13 match with
45.
Ryan Duckett. Ryan Duckett from St. Ed's here, sophomore.
Okay.
Against
Yeah.
Jackson Kuhlman, sophomore.
Track wrestling shows it at 45. Our scoreboard has been malfunctioning a little bit. Duckett in on the takedown right away on Kuhlman. And right, Duckett did win his match against Perry, didn't he? And he
He was the lone winner for.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, and he's wrestled quite a bit before, so he's riding tough there. I think Gary kind of ran the
Got that elbow.
chicken wing.
Yeah.
Had his hand
Little
up
high.
too high on Coleman's shoulder. Called that potentially dangerous. Duckett riding there. Coleman
trying to keep those elbows tight.
Yeah, trying to keep Duckett from getting around there. Duckett's got an arm tied up underneath with a 2-on-1. Tried to cradle there and didn't go. Oop.
I could be wrong, but I don't think. Well, they are about the same height. It looks like Coleman's usually lengthy, a little bit lankier than most of these 130.
Yeah, Duckett's probably got him by an inch or so, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There's
but Duckett probably can cradle most 113-pounders. I don't think he's going to get a very effective one in.
Yeah,
on
he's
Coleman.
tried it twice here on Coleman, but Coleman's keeping pretty good body position. Duckett content to ride that elbow really tough, though. Got it tied up underneath. I would suspect maybe they're going to want him to get off of it here and try something else. Coleman doing a good job trying to keep that arm free. Duckett with a little half. Duckett staying parallel though, not really working for a fall. Coleman keeping his head up, going back to his base. Duckett with a tight waist, little spiral there.
Coleman trying to get the sit out here and see if he can.
Coleman fighting the hands, trying to get some hip freedom, but Duckett staying behind. Trying the cradle.
Quick here, only 10 seconds left in the first. So we'll go back to the center. 9 seconds left, first period. Duckett down on the ankle, and then again trying to do the cradle.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it
Does he
locked
have his hand
up.
locks? Yep.
And he's going to score a couple back points here right at the end.
We got 2. So Duckett did get the cradle put in there shortly. Coleman's up on top early here.
Jackson Coolman's shown a lot of improvement on his ride. He's got the leg hooked up good. He's got going for a wrist.
We'll have to get him turned somehow, though. They're trailing 4-0.
Yeah, he's got a wrist tied up. Duckett there trying to get some hip freedom. Coolman keeping a knee up. Driving the hips, driving forward all the time. Jackson has to get some back points here. I think they're gonna. Thought maybe we're gonna see a stalling call there, but Duckett's being pretty smart, staying wide base, trying to get to his feet. He's fighting the hands. Oh. Coleman with a little push there and off the mat.
Yep. Right out of just over a minute remaining in the second period here.
Oh, a nice little chop there.
So
tight
waist.
Tight waist. Yep. Coolman trying to get the far wrist underneath there with his right hand. Duckett keeping that really, really wide base, not getting knocked to his hip. And Jackson,
the official put the wrong wristband up again, I believe.
Well, did he? No, he had to have warned Coolman, or they wouldn't have stopped the match.
He used the green.
So, yeah, that was a warning.
Yeah,
he did put the wrong wristband up, because had he warned the bottom man, they would not have stopped the match. That would have given the bottom man an advantage. So Jackson Coolman took the warning there. He's sweeping the leg. He just hasn't gotten off that leg and hasn't been unable to get Duckett off his base. We got a little partial tilt going. He's got to come a few more degrees.
So Coolman rode him out the whole period. The only problem is we're trailing by 4.
Yeah.
No riding points in high school.
Who just took neutral?
Jackson did.
Jackson took neutral. Duck it in on a shot.
Early shot again, just like the beginning of the match.
This is going to make it tough if Kuhlman gets taken down. Yeah,
Kuhlman's going to have to get him turned now.
Neither wrestlers had success really turning the other guy, except for that quick little near fall early in the match. And neither wrestlers had a lot of success getting away from underneath. So this is going to be tough for Jackson with a minute and a half left. Duckett has a deep wing on now. He's trying to run it. Kuhlman sits out underneath it, and I think we're going to get potentially dangerous there. No points. So I didn't see the signal, but that had to be potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
Duckett down to the ankle, now back to the wrist. Kuhlman trying to fight his hand free underneath. Okay, back to his base. Kuhlman. Boy, there's just a lot of pressure on that upper body.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to be able to get over the hips, I don't think. But he did.
He did, but out of bounds.
And they might give him one. Okay. So there's 1 point for an escape. That's no control going off the mat. Loss of control. So it's a point for Jackson Kuhlman. Kuhlman trying a little throw there, but unsuccessful.
Yeah, it almost looked like
trying
Duckett
it
was
there
trying
and
to
ended
throw.
up on his own back, unfortunately. He's going to get back pointed here, and they're going to go off the mat.
Again, at this point, it doesn't matter as long as if you don't get pinned, your only chance is to try a throw.
Yeah, if you want to win the match here, you got to take the guy to his back somehow. We think the score is 8-1, 10-1 now. With that takedown and near fall.
The duel's not in question, so we got to
right
go
now
for broke.
It's a major decision for Duckett from St. Ed's.
There's only 12 seconds remaining in the match.
Kuhlman doing into a little sit out, trying to get one here. He's going to get the one. Oh, deep fireman's carry for two. Oh, I think they waved it off. So I think 10-2 is the final score here. Oh, they bumped it up to 12. I thought he waved that off.
I think they put the two. Yeah, they put two on the wrong side.
Yeah, it's a major decision regardless. So. 51
we'll
now.
Have one more match tonight.
4. I think this next one's probably going to be a double.
Yep.
Okay, in a double forfeit, there are no points scored by either team because nobody had anybody.
Oh, we will have two more. Wait.
Now we got 3 more.
140.
So there'll be one match, maybe possibly 2.
Yeah, I don't think they have anybody to wrestle Dirks at 145.
All right, so we do have a match here at 132.
Yeah, I believe this will be the final match of the evening.
It's Trevor Johns.
Yep. Trevor lost by fall in the first duel to Perry. So he's 5-9 on the year.
And we have Clay Kelly, freshman from St. Edmund.
Clay Kelly, I think, is 1-7 so far this season.
Kelly went for a leg and missed it. Johns getting the takedown.
Trevor out quick to a quick 2-0 lead.
Just want to stay in good position and go to work here. Don't be rolling around too much. We've seen too many guys caught on their back.
Yeah.
Trevor looked like he wanted to cradle a guy who's a few inches taller than he is, I think, but didn't go. Escape for St. Ed. Oh, nice trip there, but great hip action by Trevor Johns.
Popped right around there, and
he was all but taken down.
Yeah.
He was all but taken down on that one and scores the 2 himself.
Now Trevor just kind of lets him go
think the
Ooh, right, yeah, he walked. Clay Kelly kind of walked right into that single leg.
and Trevor working right up to get the near fall.
He was getting, it looked like he was getting some near fall points, but yeah, he has 2.
He's got at least 2, yeah.
Yeah, the official's still
He's
letting
caught
him.
up in Kelly's legs and can't get out to the side. Now he's got the arm. He's going to try to post it. He's still, he got to the leg now. He can get in good position.
Once he had that head swept, it was.
He is trying to get around out to the front there and got caught in the legs. Minute 31 on that pin.
So nice job by Trevor there. That'll bump his record up to 6-9.
Okay, now we're going to see.
138 will be a double forfeit.
Yeah, 138. We're also seeing a double forfeit here.
And we'll see a forfeit for Abraham Dirks. Dirks actually won by disqualification in the first duel against Perry.
Okay, so we have the final score at 63-4 in favor of the Tigers. I'll recap here. In the first duel of the evening, Perry handled St. Edmund 72-3. Carroll took Perry, what was the final score of that one?
48-35.
48-35 in a pretty good dual meet. And Carroll handled St. Ed's in the last duel 63-4.
Your Tigers will be in action next this coming weekend. We're actually hosting the Tiger Night Wrestling Invitational. That starts at 10 a.m. right here at Carroll High School. And we'll have a couple of teams competing. Will be Ames, Clarinda, Denison, Exire Elkhorn, Kimballton, Greene County, Kemper, Manson, Northwest Webster, Pocahontas, St. Ed's will be back, and Westwood. We will not be streaming the Tiger Night this weekend, so make sure you come out and get here in person and support our guys wrestling. The next action, we will have a live stream next Tuesday on December 18th. That's another home. I guess there'll be 4 teams here with us. It'll be a 5:30 start. We'll be facing Audubon, Coon Rapids, and Kemper. So again, that's Tigers will be in action next on this coming Saturday for the Tiger Night, but then we will be live streaming our next home meet after that on Tuesday the 18th against Audubon, Coon Rapids, and Kemper, and that's a 5:30 start. So thanks again for tuning in to Tiger Vision. Again, thank you to our premier sponsors, Carroll Broadcasting Company, Western Iowa Networks, and the Carroll Booster Club. For Brian Hogue and myself, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you at the next meet.